Hey DC fans, welcome back to another exciting episode of DC Station. If you're someone who only knows the big names like Batman, Superman, or Wonder Woman, let me tell you something, the DC universe goes way deeper than you think. There are heroes and villains hidden in the shadows of the comics that most people have never even heard of, and today, we're diving into 5 of the most fascinating ones. Let's get started. One, Ragman, the Suit of Lost Souls. Rory Regan, also known as Ragman, is a lesser-known hero who wears a mystical suit made entirely of magical rags. But these aren't ordinary rags, each piece contains the soul of an evil person he has defeated. The more souls he traps, the stronger he becomes. However, there's a price, he can hear their voices in his head, and he's constantly haunted by their sins. Sometimes, those souls can even fight beside him like a ghostly army. It's one of the darkest and most unique powers in the entire DC universe. 2. Forager, the brave outcast of New Genesis. You may have heard of the new gods like Darkseid or Orion, but few remember Forager. He's part of a bug-like species that lives in the lowest levels of New Genesis society, a caste considered inferior by the rest of the planet. But Forager isn't just some background character. He's brave, loyal, and selfless. In fact, he once sacrificed his life to save others, and even Batman showed deep respect for him, recognizing that Forager represents what true heroism is all about. 3. Dr. Oult, the first magical detective. Long before John Constantine or Zatanna came onto the scene, there was Dr. Oult, one of DC's very first supernatural characters. Created in 1935 by the same creators as Superman, he's a mystical detective who uses magic, psychology, and intellect to solve paranormal mysteries. He even shares his body with a second soul, Rose Psychic, 2 beings in one body, switching when needed. That makes him not only powerful, but incredibly unique in DC's magical world. 4. The Trench, Atlantis turned monster. You might remember the terrifying sea creatures from the Aquaman movie. In the comics, they're known as the Trench, and their backstory is heartbreaking. They were once a noble and proud tribe of Atlantis. But when Atlantis sank, their part of the city fell into the darkest parts of the ocean. Over time, they mutated into monstrous, mindless predators. Now, they exist in darkness, forgotten by history, and feared by all. Aquaman constantly faces a moral dilemma: destroy them, or try to help the creatures they once were. 5. Gentleman Ghost, the untouchable villain. Jim Craddock was a Victorian-era gentleman thief who was hanged for his crimes. But death wasn't the end. He returned as a ghost, invisible, untouchable, and immortal. Most superheroes can't even touch him unless they use magic. That's why only characters like Hawkman, Zatanna, or Shazam have been able to truly fight him. Despite his haunting powers, he still behaves with class and charm, making him one of DC's most unusual and unforgettable villains. So there you have it, 5 hidden and underrated characters from the DC universe that deserve way more attention. Each one opens the door to stories filled with mystery, magic, and tragedy, and proves just how deep and rich DC storytelling really is. Now it's your turn. Which of these characters would you like to see in a movie or show? Have you heard of any of them before? Let us know in the comments. And if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on the bell so you won't miss any upcoming content. Thanks for watching DC Station. See you next time.